Hey everybody, Lego Crusher here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Turnabout, Train, or Shine. Now last time I was a big dum-dum, and the controls were sitting literally right in front of me, and I completely glazed over them. I had to ask the developer, and I feel so dumb. So, whoop! There we freaking go. Is that a stab mark? Why would anyone even stab something like that? Maybe the culprit used it as a voodoo doll? Or maybe he just needed something to channel his anger towards. You'd think he would have had enough after murdering so many people. According to the photo, a knife was thrust into the victim through the blanket. It's likely that the same knife was used to puncture this pillow. So it's possible these two stabbings are somehow connected. Okay, let's examine this. Seems that the body was once again found inside a bed. The blanket and mattress were damaged, leaving burn marks on the wall in the process as well. According to my notes, here lay the body of animal lover Zilch Alexander. You should never underestimate those who work with animals, right? Yeah, okay. Come on. 1 minute they're training Simons. Simon? The next one, they're the man who masterminds the game. Okay. Window. Okay. Is there anything else I can check in here? The floor. No, that's just the bed again. That's the pillow. We examine that. Doesn't look like anything else in here can be investigated. Because we already examined that. Let's move to room 402. Also, sorry about the audio in the last one. It's not the fault of the game, it's the fault of my absolute potato computer. So, sorry about that. So, I had to turn down the music volume. Sorry, guys. So it doesn't glitch out. So this is one of the rooms that the Master Detective stayed in, huh? Compared to the fifth car, this room doesn't look nearly as badly damaged. It still retains its somber atmosphere, perfect for entering a dream, albeit an eternal one. Yikes. This room belonged to one Zanji Eraser, and it was his remains that were discovered here. Come on. His forte was thoughtography, so we should scour the area for any traces that his ability had left. Got it. Examine? Let's see. Let's examine this first. Tiny cactus. There's a nightstand next to the bed. But come on. Beside a lamp, there are two potted cacti on it. Is there something hidden? Is there some hidden importance of a cactus to a detective that us lawyers don't know about? I get it. Hello? No? Alright, let's examine this. Could this be the victim's cell phone? There might be evidence waiting to be discovered in its memory. Come on. Do us all a favor and examine it right. Do I have to? I'm not that good with stuff like that. Oh yeah, Phoenix sucks at technology. Come on, Nick. If you don't practice, you'll never get better. Fine, here goes nothing. Now that I know how to properly examine stuff. Sheesh. Let's see. Maybe if I press this button. Nope, that didn't work. How about this one? I think I found something. This must be the 3-second video that Yuma was talking about. Seems to show him drinking coffee, so I'm not sure how useful this is. Nick, who's that pretty lady standing next to him? I'd like to steal her looks. My... It has to be one of the master detectives. Right. The court records offers you both the faces and the names of the people involved in the case. Check it and tell us who this young lady is. If I check the profile section of the court record, I can answer this question. The other person in the video is... That would be Melanie Goldmine. Melanie Goldmine, the medium detective. She seems to be oddly enjoying herself. Regardless, there's nothing more of interest on this phone. In any case, the footage should be transferred to another mean of data storage. Otherwise, videos created by using photography typically disappear after 48 hours. Uh-oh, how long has it been? Yuma drinking video. A video created by Zanji Eraser shows Yuma drinking coffee and Melanie Goldmine watching him about 3 seconds long. Alright. Examine this. The fancy bed covers were violently ripped from the bed. The cushions are also laying all over the place in disarray. Looks like our culprit has anger issues. Oh, it was merely more convenient for the culprit to do so. Yeah. Let's examine the bed. This rope outlines the pose in which the body was found. The fire has destroyed parts of the mattress and revealed the springs inside of it. Oh yeah, you can see them. Still, the fire didn't spread around the room. Seems that the fire was encompassed in the blanket, which prevented it from spreading. I see. Okay. I don't think I can check off to the sides. Looks like that's all in here. I'm missing something. Nope, that looks like it's all. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the last area. Car number 2. Alright, let's see what's in here. According to the train map, this car is the dining car. It's hard to believe that this car was the scene of a fire with how nice it looks. Compared to the other cars on this train, this one seems to be preserved the best. With that said, the car may offer us clues that the other ones cannot. In that case, let's get to investigating. Alright. Start here. Nothing there. Lamp. Nothing. But we can check this. There are bottles scattered on the floor near the body. According to the labels, the drink contained a lot of alcohol, so maybe they were used to start the fire. If only they contained grape juice instead, then nobody would have to die. Grape juice. In that case, the bottles might still retain some of the arsonist's fingerprints. It does not appear that any heat was applied to these bottles, so they should still remain intact. Shoot, I should have brought my fingerprint powder with me. There is no need for concern, Wright. I will have one of the officers examine it. The results should be ready when we are done. Good. Woo! In the meantime, we should carry on with our investigation. Alright. Let me see if there's a way to fix the cutting off. That'd be the help button. Basic controls. Okay. Well, let's just investigate this. Booshki. This chalk outline shows where the body was found. Aside from some leftover soot, there was surprisingly no significant damage done to the area, I'm guessing. The victim whose body was discovered here in the medium is the medium detective Melanie Goldmine. Maybe she had an evil sister who set her on fire so she could take her sister's place? I have already looked into her background and found no mention of a sister. That theory was worth a shot. Well, looks like we investigated everything we could. I just said that! I've merged with Phoenix again. I promise I haven't played this game. My Phoenix Kinney is showing. Looks like we've investigated everything we could on the train. So what we found leaves more questions than answers. It's about time the fingerprint analysis on the bottles is completed. Oh yeah, the bottles, yes. We should be able to receive the results from the officers outside on the platform. Let's go. We stepped off the train and Edgeworth received the fingerprint results. Alright. What do we got? I see. Very intriguing. What do the results say? Come on, tell me! Tell me. Fingerprints were discovered that don't match the data of anyone involved in this case. Fingerprints that don't belong to anyone connected to the case. Huh. Does this mean that there was a third party in the train during the murder? We'll have to wait and see, Wright. For now, we should head back and prepare for tomorrow's courtroom battle. Oh, yeah. But what about those psyche locks on that guy? With that revelation in mind, we boarded the plane and returned home. I hope I can get a good night's sleep before tomorrow's trial. And not seeing nightmares caused by the horrors I've seen today. So far, each new piece of evidence has led me deeper into the mystery labyrinth of this case. As for now, the exit is nowhere in sight. but I believe that during tomorrow's trial, the truth of the incident will rise from the ashes. Hey! Let's go. I love all these little references. They're so cool. Alrighty. Ah! Water bottle, don't fall over, please. Guess it's time. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Maya, you made it. Thanks for coming. You know I'm always happy to help out like in the old days, Nick. I will definitely need all the help that I can get today. Today's case is still shrouded in mystery in my mind. Let me say... And the fact that it's Edgeworth I'm up against does not make it any easier. Good morning, Mr. Wright and Miss Faye. Hey, Yuma. Good morning, Yuma. Did tonight's sleep help you remember anything? No, unfortunately. Oh. Did you find anything interesting at the crime scene yesterday? You sure did, though I have no idea how any of it can help us with this case. I see. Don't you worry, Yuma. Nick has already gotten me off the hook multiple times. Yeah, all those times I was this close to losing. Let's see, how many was it already? Good question. That's both impressive and concerning. Yeah. One thing I can promise you is that I will fight for you to the bitter end. Thank you again, Mr. Wright. The trial will begin that's the bailiff. The trial will begin shortly. You should make your way to the courtroom. Coming! Looks like it's time for this case's train of logic to start rolling. Let's do this. Day 1, court is now in session. Court is now in session for the trial of Yuma Cocohead. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. Let's do this! To tell the truth, I was not expecting to see you two in the courtroom again so soon. Nevertheless, I believe you are the most capable of handling this convoluted case. Thank you, Your Honor. Oh boy, I am nervous. Now watch me completely betray his trust. Ow. Come on, Phoenix, we've got this. I plan on prosecuting this case to the utmost of my abilities like I always do. Wouldn't expect anything less, Miles. Guess the judge forgot all about my existence. Don't worry, Maya. I'm sure you'll get a chance to prove your worth to his honor. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, if you please. Yesterday, a most heinous crime was committed, the murder of 5 master detectives. Zilch Alexander, Melanie Goldmine, Poochie Laverman, Zonji Eraser, and Aphex Logan were the victims. Need some water. 5 master detectives, such a great loss for the world. The incident happened on the Amaterasu Express, a train en route to Kanai Ward. The prosecution would like to submit the train route map as evidence. Okay. The master detectives were on their way to solve the mysteries of Coneywood, but that was not to be. I'm guessing. I wish the text wouldn't cut off, for every one of them was violently burned alive. However, the culprit did not opt to use fire due to his cruelty of bloodlust alone. An awesome can also be quite handy for destroying incriminating evidence. As such, the prosecution was unable to obtain any of the defendant's prints due to the applied heat. Yeah, we've got some unidentified ones. However, it mattered not, as the defendant found himself caged inside the moving train. He was promptly arrested by the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers once the train arrived. So you admit the prosecution's claim rests solely on the process of elimination. I must concede that the prosecution's grounds are not as ironclad as I would have liked them to be. With that in mind, I believe that the defendant must be given a chance to tell his side of the story. I presume you have no objections, Mr. Wright? Nope. No, none at all. Let's do it. Very well, Biff, bring in the defendant. Alright. Allergy City. Please state your name and occupation for the court. I'm sorry, I can't. Your name and occupation! I don't remember my name or occupation. Oh boy. I only deduced them from a letter I had on my person. But I can't testify that they are my name and occupation under oath. Yuma seems to be taking perjury very seriously. Sorry you suffer from amnesia. Oh, so you suffer from amnesia. Are you sure you're well enough to testify for the court? Don't worry, Your Honor. While I have no memory of my past, that incident is not something I can forget easily. In that case, please share your thoughts about the case with the court. Witness testimony number 1. Let's do this. The defendant's account. After I regained consciousness, I quickly boarded the train. When I came to the train's dining car, the other master detectives were already there. Then Aphex and Pucci used their fortes to prove there was no one else aboard the train. The train's doors were locked the whole time that it was moving as well. So it doesn't look like there could have been a third party aboard the train. So what exactly are these fortes the defendant was talking about? They are supernatural abilities that aid the master detectives in their investigations, Your Honor. I see. So like techniques that Mr. Wright and his subordinates are known for using. Something like that, Your Honor. It appears that the defendant has dug his own grave. Oh, by saying there was no one else on the train. Unfortunately, due to lack of witnesses, his statement about the fortes couldn't be probably verified, right? However, it would have been much more beneficial for the defendant to omit said Ugh! Why does it keep cutting off? dead account, I guess. We'll never know. So it is the prosecution's opinion that it was in fact proven that no third party had been on that train. I admire the defendant's honesty, even though the crime itself is irredeemable. Big words. The way things look right now, it is indeed unlikely that a third party was involved in the murder. But is that really the truth? Oh yeah, the fingerprints. You may cross-examine the defendant, Mr. Wright. Okay, let's save, just in case we mess up. Okay. Let's press this. How did you figure out that you had to get on that train? Yeah, can't read today. The letter I found in my possession stated that I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. I can't read today. The time of departure written on the enclosed ticket was coming, so I rushed to the platform. Fortunately, I was able to jump on the train right before it started rolling. And yet, if you missed it, you wouldn't have be on trial right now. Yeah! You probably should have missed it. And what did you see once you got on the train? Came to the dining car, the other master detectives were already there. Did anything seem off about any of the master detectives? I didn't notice anything strange about them. None of us had met before, so each of us introduced themselves to the others. Back then, I couldn't have imagined what would end up happening to the other master detectives. So what did some of them do afterwards? Apex and Poochie used their fortes. Let me check the court record real quick. Important badge, proof of my possession. Profession, not possession. Train shook twice. Swing Castanel. I don't think any of these will help with this. Let's see. Drinking coffee. We probably have to present the fingerprints somewhere. Or maybe that's later. I don't know. Let's keep pressing for now. Why did they feel the need to use their fortes in the first place? Good question, Mr. Wright. According to some of the other master detectives, there were supposed to be only 5 of us on that train. However, after I arrived, the number increased to 6, meaning one of us had to be a fake. So most of the master detectives showed off their fortes to dispel any suspicions towards them. I would have loved to be there to see them in action myself. But then you'd also be a suspect, Your Honor. Or even worse, dead. Yeah! However, Zanji proposed that the imposter could have been a master detective turned rogue. I guess I should hold off on using the process of elimination then. Additionally, there was something else that ensured that the number of passengers remained at 5. Stop cutting off text! What is going on? Car, yeah. And why were they locked to begin with? It was said that it was for our own safety. Makes sense as jumping off of a moving train is quite dangerous. Still, that was not enough to save the other master detectives from death. But it did stop the perpetrator from fleeing the scene and escaping justice. There was no record of the train ever stopping, so the culprit must have been trapped inside until the train stopped. I'm guessing. That means the true culprit was still in the train when it arrived, dead or alive. All of that confirms a very important truth. So it doesn't look like there could be any third party aboard the train. Let's press that. Is there no doubt in your mind about that? Well, we have the testimony of not one but two master detectives to prove that no one was there. And nobody could get in later once the train was always moving. So it seems to me that the third party ever being there is very unlikely. Yeah, I feel that's not actually the case. What do you gotta say, Maya? Hey Nick, do you remember yesterday's shocking revelation? I do, and I know what those findings contradict. And I know that those findings contradict Yuma's testimony. Then what are you waiting for? Present that piece of evidence on the contradicting statement. Alright. Burps. It's gotta be this one, right? Let me save, just in case I fuck up. Oh yeah, that is so intimidating. 1, 2, 3. I only have 5 badges, so it's gotta be this. So you're saying there was no way that a third party was present on the train? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Let's fucking go! I have already explained my reasoning to you. The evidence, however, tells a different story. Let's fucking go! In contrast to the other train cars, the dining car was virtually, not vitally, unscathed by the fire. Now that I think about it, you're right! But what does that have to do with the issue at hand? Because of that, Mr. Edgeworth was able to have the bottles found lying there dusted for prints. The results we got were interesting, to say the least. Fingerprints were found that do not match the data of anyone involved with the case. Unidentified fingerprints? Exactly, Your Honor. There's only one thing that could mean. There was indeed a third party present on that train. But how could that even be? When do you propose this third party entered the train, Mr. Wright? That's a great question. Oh, I have to give an answer? When did the third party get on the train? It would have to be before the train started moving. The third party could only have entered before the train departed. But that would mean Poochie and Aphex were mistaken. I feel them using their fortes, so I can assure you they couldn't have been lying. I never said they were wrong. There's a way how both the evidence and their testimonies can be correct. Looks like the defense has a theory. Would you care to share it with the court? I mean, looks like the defense has a theory it would like to share with the court. I can't read. Fuck, I don't have my glasses. So tell us, Mr. Wright, just who do you believe these fingerprints belong to? Save. And actually, should we stop here, or should we go a little longer? Let's go a little longer. The culprit. Naturally, they belong to the true culprit. Uh-oh. What? Huh? A claim like that requires evidence to back it up. Uh-oh. Do you have any evidence like that you would like to present? Not at the moment, no. Fuck! Oh! Can I load? Can I load? I don't know if I can save and load. Oh, I have to exit to reset? What? Ugh. Fine, I'll exit to reset. How do I... Oh. I'll exit to reset. Damn it. Fine. Ah, no. Not the auto. Sorry, guys. It doesn't... I have to exit to reset. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. I guess one of the victims. If Apex and Poochie weren't lying, then they must have detected the owner of these prints. That would indeed appear to be the case. Continue, Mr. Wright. So the only explanation is the print belongs to one of the victims. The bodies were burnt to a crisp, so it wasn't possible to verify their identity. But that's not all, Your Honor. Yuma, you told me before that there were supposed to be only 5 master detectives on the train. I did tell you that, yes. Wait, you aren't suggesting that... Indeed I am. The defense asserts that the fingerprints in question belong to the 6th fake master detective. It wouldn't make sense for a fake to have a forte, so we can rule out it being Apex, Poochie, or Zanji. So we're only left with the 2 that couldn't show off theirs, Zilch and Melanie. Wish there was a way we could narrow it down to just one suspect, though. Ah, fuck! What, Miles? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I have to stop your little imposter hunt. Sorry. It is a fascinating pastime, but a meaningless one at that. Has it not occurred to you that there are other explanations for the existence of those prints? Other explanations? And we're gonna find out what those other explanations are next time. Oh man, this is so good. Ow, I hit my headphones. Frick! Well, if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys!